Sister Wives star Christine Brown has been thriving in life since parting ways with Kody. She separated from Kody in November 2021. She announced it on social media, saying that they had grown apart after 25 years of marriage. The latest season features Christine's new life with her husband, David Woolley. However, many fans were disturbed about Christine's constant mentioning of her ex-husband, and some think she was forced to talk about him. Keep reading to see why. Sister Wives, what is Christine Brown up to today? While not filming for the show, Christine generates income through her social media endorsements. The Sister Wives star has embraced becoming a full-time influencer, selling a wide variety of products. She's also a high-ranking ambassador of the pink drink company she's been promoting along with Janelle and Maddie. At this point, Christine has been into gardening and a healthy diet. Many fans have been impressed by her weight loss journey. But amid all the positivity, some fans are puzzled about how she has behaved throughout the latest season. Christine forced to talk about Kody on show. Some Sister Wives fans on social media discuss the possibility that Christine Brown is being forced to talk about Kody on the show. According to the poster, they suffered from secondhand embarrassment for Christine's immature side. Her lap dance during her wedding disturbed many viewers and acted like a stripper in front of her daughters. The OP was also curious about how David Woolley felt with Christine's constant comparison of her marriage with him and Kody. However, several commenters pointed out that talking about Kody may be something that Christine was asked to do by the production crew, and David may be on board with it as it still generates them income. I'm thinking she does the Kody comparison for the cameras. David is probably fine with the paycheck. Agreed. Producers encourage certain dialogue for the cameras. I came here to say this. If she doesn't talk about Kody, they don't have a show. No show, no money. Probably the same thing with personality change. All reality TV is partially scripted, and there has been a lot of talk about this show being canceled. People, they're all unbearable. And it isn't really about Sister Wives anymore. I mean, how else is Christine relevant to Sister Wives when she's no longer tied to Kody and almost all her kids are grown up? As crazy as it sounds, Christine saved the show by giving drama with her leaving, gave Robyn her new mansion with the new season money. Christian also has a contract to fulfill, so it's probably less about the money and more about fulfilling her family obligations and the contract. Sister Wives. Will the ex-wives get their own show? Christine Brown is without a doubt one of Kody's most successful ex-wives today. She's currently managing an Airbnb in Utah with her husband. There was also a craze back when she was still newly married to David, where fans begged TLC to make a spin-off about the two. But it seems they opted to just be part of the series rather than a special spin-off. Regardless, many fans still want to see the lives of the other ex-wives after leaving Kody, especially Janelle, who's currently building her dream house in North Carolina next to Maddie. Meanwhile, Meri Brown continues to stay in touch with the fans on social media. She has also expressed her plans to write a tell-all book, but it seems she still has an ongoing NDA with TLC. The 24th episode of Season 19 will air on May 11, 2025 on TLC. If you are looking for more Sister Wives news, come back to TV shows Ace. Studio lights were warmer than expected. Christine Brown sat rigid on the leather couch, microphone clipped to her blouse, her hands folded tightly in her lap. Behind the cameras, producers whispered, shifting angles, adjusting lenses. The hush before a storm. It was the tell-all episode of Sister Wives, filmed weeks after the final season wrapped. The family had scattered. Bonds had frayed. And Christine, for the first time, was no longer just one of the wives. She was the woman who walked away. And today, she had to talk about him. Chapter 1. The Briefing. 2 days earlier, Christine had arrived at the network studio in Flagstaff. She was calm but guarded. The showrunner, Liz, met her at the entrance with a warm hug and a thick folder. "You know what the audience is going to want," Liz said. "We have to go there." Christine smiled politely but said nothing. "We'll start soft. Then we'll shift to Kody. There's no avoiding it." Christine sighed. She had known this was coming. But hearing it out loud felt like standing at the edge of a cliff again. "I'll be honest," she said, "I'm not here to protect anyone anymore. But I also didn't come to attack." Liz nodded. "Fair. But your truth matters. Say what you needed to say all those years you didn't." Chapter 2. The Green Room. Backstage, Christine caught a glimpse of herself in the mirror. Her hair was curled, her makeup flawless, her dress a soft maroon that flattered her energy, mature, confident, whole. She wasn't the same woman who had clung to emotional breadcrumbs for years. She wasn't the same woman who had once whispered, "I'm okay," while crumbling inside. She was the woman who had left polygamy, who had left Kody, who had found herself in doing so. But today, that past came knocking again. Chapter 3. Lights, Camera, Memory. "Christine, take a breath," the interviewer, Jess, said gently as the cameras rolled. "Let's start with something easy. What's your favorite part of your life right now?" Christine lit up. "Oh, being a grandma," she said instantly. "And cooking. My kitchen is my sanctuary. I never realized how much joy can come from a quiet dinner and nobody walking in with a camera or an argument." The audience laughed gently. Jess smiled. "You seem lighter." "I am," Christine said. "I don't carry what I used to." The smile dimmed slightly as Jess continued. "That's beautiful, and I want to honor that. But to understand how far you've come, we have to talk about where you were." Christine nodded slowly. She had promised herself she wouldn't shy away. And so the questions began. Chapter 4. The Years of Silence. "When did you first know it was over?" Jess asked. Christine inhaled deeply. "Years before I admitted it out loud. But the moment I felt it, really felt it, was when I realized I no longer looked forward to Kody coming over. His presence used to excite me. Then it became exhausting. Was it something he did? It was more what he stopped doing. He stopped seeing me. Not just as a wife, but as a person. I could have been a lamp in the corner for all he noticed." There was a pause. Jess leaned in. "He says you gave up too early, that you became distant." Christine's jaw clenched. Distance isn't the cause. It's the symptom. You don't drift because you're happy. You drift because you're invisible. Chapter 5. The Breaking Point. "Was there a final straw?" Jess asked. Christine's voice trembled only slightly. "Yes, it was when he said he wasn't attracted to me. That was it." The audience shifted uncomfortably. "That moment," Christine continued, "broke something in me. I had spent decades making excuses, telling myself if I cooked more, prayed more, smiled more, maybe he'd see me again. But you can't force someone to love you. And I finally stopped trying." Jess gave her space. "And how did the other wives react when you left?" Christine smiled faintly. "They weren't shocked. Saddened, maybe, but not shocked. The house was already cracked. I just walked through the door." Chapter 6. Kody's Shadow. The interview continued. "What do you think Kody would say if he were here?" Christine looked straight into the camera. "He'd probably say I disrespected the family, that I broke the covenant. But the truth is, I protected my daughters. I protected myself. And if that makes me the villain in his story, I'm okay with that." Jess leaned forward. "Do you miss him?" The silence that followed was deafening. Christine looked away, her eyes glinting. I miss the man I thought he was. The one I used to dream about when I was young and naive. But the real Kody. The man who forgot birthdays, who pulled away when I needed him, who made me feel small in front of cameras. No, I don't miss him. Chapter 7. A Family Reshaped. After a short break, the conversation resumed, lighter this time. Do you believe in plural marriage anymore? Jess asked. Christine chuckled. I believe in choice. If someone wants that life and it brings them joy, great. But for me, no, never again. Do you think your kids were hurt by it? Christine nodded. Some were confused, some angry, some are still processing. But what's healing is seeing them thrive now. When your children finally tell you, you did the right thing, Mom, you know you made the right call. Chapter 8. Closure without permission. Jess's final question was the hardest. If Kody watches this, what would you want him to hear? Christine paused. Her fingers flexed, then relaxed. I'd want him to know that I forgive him. Not because he apologized, he hasn't, but because I refuse to carry the weight of resentment anymore. She blinked back unexpected tears. And I want him to know I loved him deeply. I gave him everything, and I deserved better. Jess slipped down, letting the moment settle. Thank you, Christine. Christine smiled, strong and still. Thank you for letting me say it. Epilogue: The Woman Who Left. After the cameras stopped rolling, Christine walked out into the parking lot alone. The sun had dipped, and the sky was turning lavender. She climbed into her SUV, looked in the mirror, and exhaled. There was no script left to follow, no director, no shared schedule, no need to dress up pain as devotion. She was free. As she drove home, her phone lit up with messages. Her daughters, her fans, even Janelle. You spoke your truth. I'm proud of you. Janelle's message read. Christine smiled. In the rearview mirror, the studio faded. But ahead, the road was wide, open, and lined with peace.